Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and this video I'm going to be doing team ratings and driver ratings for the Formula 1 Bahrain Grand Prix. Now, out of respect to Romain Grosjean, I will not be reviewing the race. I'm only going to do driver ratings and team ratings because it just doesn't feel right to do a race review. So all I can say is I'm so glad Romain Grosjean is okay. Every time I see that incident, it gives me shivers down my spine. Oh, unbelievable, just how he got out of that. Unbelievable. The halo definitely saved Romain Grosjean's life. Now, you can complain all you like about the halo, but the halo did its job. It's as simple as that. And well done to all the FIA stewards and marshals who were there straight away. Soon as Romain Grosjean's car caught on fire, they just got there straight away. Hats off to everyone. Well done. But for the drivers, that must have been an awful experience to see. I mean, Hamilton was shell-shocked when he saw the incident. I mean, everyone was. And after the race, Hamilton was very subdued, not his usual happy self. I mean, even I didn't celebrate the victory because I just wasn't in the mood to. I didn't really care so much about the Grand Prix. My thoughts were on Romain Grosjean because it was such a horrific accident. But anyway, I'm glad Romain Grosjean is okay. And a driver called Fittipaldi will be taking his place at Bahrain's outer track this weekend. But anyway, here are the driver ratings then. Lewis Hamilton, 10 out of 10. Again, another perfect weekend. Just absolutely dominated the Grand Prix. And the way in fashion he did it after watching the incident, what happens to Romain Grosjean, hats off to Lewis Hamilton. This is why he's a 7-time world champion. Valtteri Bottas, 5 out of 10. Again, really another disappointing weekend. Valtteri Bottas got off the line poorly, a poor start, and then struggling to make his way up the field in the dirty air. I mean, that was Hamilton. He would have cleared them cars much quicker than what Bottas did, but, just not another great weekend for Bottas. Red Bull, Max Verstappen, 9 out of 10. Again, just minding his own business, finishing P2. I mean, Max is such a great driver, but at the moment, Red Bull just are not on par with Mercedes. It's as simple as that. Alexander Albon, 8 out of 10. A really decent weekend to Alexander Albon. Recovered well in qualifying and finished P3 in the race. So a double podium for Red Bull. Of course, Alex Albon had a bit of luck at being on the podium because what happens to Sergio Perez Racing Point caught fire. Apparently it was an MGUH failure or something, but very rare you see a Mercedes blow up like that. But anyway, a decent weekend for Alexander Albon. Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, 3 out of 10. Not a great weekend for Charles Leclerc at all. Struggled in qualifying. And really, Ferrari's race pace this weekend was poor. Sebastian Vettel, 2 out of 10. Did okay in qualifying, but the race, poor by Sebastian Vettel. Really poor. McLaren, Lando Norris, 9 out of 10. P4, he finished. Ahead of Carlos Sainz as well. McLaren 4th and 5th. What a fantastic result for them. That's going to boost their hopes of finishing 3rd in the Constructors' Championship. But what a result for McLaren. That really was brilliant. Carlos Sainz, 8 out of 10. Fantastic race, both of the McLarens. Renault, Daniel Ricciardo, 7 out of 10. Again, a solid weekend by the Australian. Near the end of the Grand Prix, he had something stuck underneath the car and it was sparking, but then the safety car came out, so he was able to finish in P6 or P7, I think. Esteban Ocon, 5 out of 10. Again, just out-qualified by Daniel Ricciardo. Really got to improve his performances. Esteban Ocon. Racing points. Sergio Perez, 10 out of 10. Until he had that engine failure, he was doing absolutely fantastic. And I was absolutely devastated for him when his engine blew up. Wow. Unbelievable. And as I said, for Mercedes to go up in smoke like that, very rare you see that. But how unfortunate for Sergio Perez. He was on the back-to-back podiums, and then, unfortunately, his engine blew. Lance Stroll in the Racing Point. I'm going to give him a 0 out of 10, you know. I don't think he had a great weekend at all. P13 in qualifying, and then his car flipped over in the race. Thank goodness he's okay, but a poor weekend for Lance Stroll. The driver who took a shock pole position had a poor weekend this weekend. AlphaTauri, Pierre Gasly, 7 out of 10. Really decent weekend to him again. Danny Kvyat, 5 out of 10. Did okay, but Pierre Gasly definitely the number one driver at AlphaTauri. Haas, Romain Grosjean, 10 out of 10. I voted for him driver of the day. Well, you simply had to, because how he survived that car going up in flames and splitting in half, unbelievable. What a story to be able to tell his children and that he survived such a horrific accident. So Romain Grosjean, driver of the day, without a question. Kevin Magnussen, 4 out of 10. Really a disappointing weekend for K-Mag again. Alfa Romeo, Kimi Raikkonen, 6 out of 10. A decent weekend for Kimi Raikkonen. Antonio Giovinazzi, 5 out of 10. Being an average weekend for him. And Williams, George Russell, 7 out of 10. Again, got through to Q2 and did well in the race. Nicholas Latifi, 7 out of 10. Actually, P12 and P14 for Williams in the Grand Prix is pretty impressive. So that's why I'm giving both the Williams drivers quite a high score. But, you know, that's the driver ratings done. Team ratings, Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton winning course is absolutely fantastic. But the way Valtteri Bottas was struggling through the field and a poor start, you're going to have to mark Mercedes down a bit. So I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. Great weekend for Lewis. Again, an average weekend for Bottas. Red Bull, 10 out of 10. A double podium for the first time since 2017. And they definitely looked best in the rest this weekend. But also, as I said, Alex Albon got a bit fortunate getting on the podium. But you need a bit of luck sometimes in F1. McLaren, 10 out of 10. Fantastic result for them. Renault, 6 out of 10. Decent points for them. Racing points. Disappointing weekend for Lance Stroll, so I'm going to have to mark them down a bit. 5 out of 10. Seems a bit harsh, but Lance Stroll was just poor this weekend. He really was. AlphaTauri, 6 out of 10. Decent for them. Oh yeah, I haven't gone through Ferrari yet. Ferrari. I think it was quite a disappointing weekend for the Scuderia Ferrari, so in their team ratings, 4 out of 10. really disappointing weekend for Ferrari. Alfa Romeo, I'll give them a 4 out of 10. A bit of an average weekend for Alfa Romeo. Haas, not a great weekend for K-Mag, but just a traumatic weekend for the Haas team. So 10 out of 10 because they handled the Romain Grosjean situation so calmly and professionally. So 10 out of 10. And Williams, I'll give them a 7 out of 10. Yeah, so right. That's driver ratings, team ratings for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Again, I'm sorry there's no race review, but it just wouldn't feel right to do a race review. But anyway, my driver of the day, as I said, Romain Grosjean. Team of the weekend, McLaren. Bye-bye.